Hi guys, just checking my microphone's working, looks good. If you want to play number 16 today, that's the playlist that I'll be going along to. My name's Claire, for those of you who don't know me, but I think I know everyone who's online, so hi guys. Today we'll be focusing on glutes and backbends. So that's when you're going through the class today, that can be something that you remind yourself of, is that glute activation is key. Right, so starting with playlist. And then I'll need you on the mat, lying on your back. So if you want to start with some early hip openers, you're welcome to bring your feet together and knees apart. And once you get on your back, start to bring your awareness to your breath. I invite you to bring your hands on the sides of your ribs and wrap your fingers around the ribs. Elbows are gently resting on the floor. As you exhale, let your body melt and relax further into the ground. As you inhale, feel the fingers rise as the chest expands. As you take a breath out, you feel the hands compress down towards the floor on the exhale. Really feeling that breath. And when you inhale, fill the lungs as wide as you can. And as you exhale, empty out with a slight sigh that feels good to you. And take a few breaths just like this. Really connecting the breath and the body together. Seeing if this allows you just to connect to your body for a moment. After such a full day, maybe being at the desk, being at home, maybe this is the first time you really checked in with yourself and your body today. Taking one more exhale. Gently bringing your feet onto the floor. And we'll start with some low bridges. So we're going to activate the glutes first. And then on the exhale, we're going to lift the hips off the floor. But we're not going to lift to the top of our range. We're just going to go on a low bridge. We're going to wrap the glutes around the pelvis. So what that means is we're squeezing the glutes together. Tilting the tailbone towards the feet. This will ensure that we're engaging the glutes even more. Push into the heels, and a little trick is to pull your heels towards your body, which will activate your hamstrings and your glutes. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. The neck is neutral, and it's really easy here just to hang out and not be activated, so I really encourage you to squeeze glutes together, and then what will often happen is the knees will start to go apart. I want you to squeeze the legs towards each other as well to keep them straight. Exhale, slowly lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back. And then take a breath in. Exhale to come up again and hold halfway up and little pulses, the little squeezes of the hips towards the roof. Keep pushing the heels into the floor and then pulling them towards you. 2, 1. Now stay in your bridge. I want you to practice engaging just one glute. So you maybe squeeze the right glute. And try and see if you can let the left glute just relax. And then swap sides. Activate the left glute. Relax the right one. Why are we doing this? This is important that you can activate and feel your own muscles. Because in yoga, you need to be able to have that mind and body connection. So just gently swapping. So activating the left, letting the right relax. And then one more time, swapping to the other side. If you find this really hard, if you put your hands on your glutes, it'll also help you get that mind and body connection. Slowly lower middle back up and back to ground. Bring your knees into your chest and a little rock forward and back until you have your feet on the floor. Hands behind you and have your hands facing towards your body as we exhale up to reverse tabletop. So if you have a sensitive neck, please just gaze towards your belly. If it feels better for you to have your head back, you can do that as well. For me, I'm going to keep looking at the belly. So exhale, we're going to lower the glutes towards the floor. And then take a breath in. And then on the exhale, come up. So we're squeezing the glutes and trying to get the body so it's parallel to the floor. Inhale to come down, we've got 5 of these. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, rise. It's number 3, 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Really pushing the hips and squeezing on the up. Last one. Coming up. Squeeze the glutes. Look towards the belly. And exhale, bring the glutes down. Round 2, we're going to step it up. You can do the same thing for 5, or we're going to be lifting one leg and pushing through the heel of the other leg. I'll show you first. So we're going to inhale and come up with that leg straight, and exhale, keep that leg straight as you come down and tap, okay? Let's go. So inhale, exhale, come up 1, inhale down, exhale 2, inhale, 3, 4, last one, inhale, exhale, 5, come down, other side. So, same thing. Now it's really important you push through the heel onto the floor, onto the opposite foot, to make sure that you're not dumping into shoulders or your back. So let's start. Straighten the right leg, prepare, inhale, exhale, rise up. Inhale, drop, exhale. Number 3, 4, last one, tap the bottom, inhale, rise, push up, 5, and down. Bring your knees together, and a little rock and roll forward and back, until you come onto your hands and knees. A few little cat-cows or barrel rolls here if that feels good. Maybe some little moving forward and back. Whatever feels good in your body. Nobody's watching you at home, so you can do any movement that feels nice for you. I sometimes like to roll around in one way, and then the other. And closing the eyes. Coming to a neutral spine, spreading the fingers wide, stacking the wrists over shoulders and knees under hips. Tilt tailbone, engage core, retract through shoulders, lift the left leg up and flex the toe. Little pulses here. Now this is a pure activation of the gluteus maximus, which is the biggest muscle of the 4 glute muscles. So we're going to keep pulsing. And then exhale, bring knee to elbow, and inhale back up. We've got 5. Exhale, knee to elbow. Rise, inhale. Exhale, that's number 3. Inhale up. Exhale, 4. Inhale up and down. Let's do the other side. So right comes up, bend the knee, flex the toe. Just little pulses. Watch if you're dumping into your back, retract through your shoulders, tilt the tailbone down, and just activate the glute muscle. If there's pain in the back, it means you're dumping. So just be aware of that. Keep the neck neutral, look towards the floor. Keep going. Exhale now, knee to elbow. Inhale to rise up with bent knee. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to rise up, not too far, otherwise you're going to back down. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we have 2 more. Inhale, rise. Last one, exhale, knee to elbow. Really get them to touch and crunch through the core. Exhale, knee down. Hands walk a little further forward, tuck the toes, push up and back. Your first downward facing dog of the day. Maybe walking out the legs. I like to come onto my tippy toes and inhale, and exhale, push down through the heels. It's okay if your heels are not on the floor. You can bend your knees and send your weight back over your legs to make sure that we're not hunching through the shoulders and forward. Just adapt anything to your body that feels good. Looking between the hands, step one foot between the hands, and then the other. Exhale to fold over the legs. Bend through the knees and slowly roll up. Roll shoulders back and down, hands to heart center. A little smile to yourself, and set an intention for your class. Maybe you need to get some energy today, which I'm sure you'll be able to do with backbends and some real movement. Or maybe you need to be a little bit mindful and take it easy on yourself after a hard day. Set that intention now. A little smile to yourself. And inhale, bring the hands up to sky. And exhale to fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hands to floor, step or jump back. If you're doing a jump, try to control the jump as much as you can. Coming into a high plank, protract through shoulders, which means round out the shoulders towards the roof like an angry cat, and push the heels back while trying to bring your chest between your hands. So you're in a low plank. It'll make you activate the core. If it's too much for the wrists, lower the knees. Same movement. You hold for 2 more breaths. Chaturanga, we're going to lower the knees for the first one. Bring the chest forward, wrap the elbows back, slowly coming down towards the ground. Inhale into baby cobra, maybe the hands lift. You're feeling really strong today, maybe the feet lift and you squeeze the glutes, activate. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly come up, maybe baby cobra or upward facing dog. It's feeling more open today. Tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Walking out the legs from side to side. Look between the hands, option to step or to jump through. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Breath in, slowly roll up. Breath out to fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands down. Try to control the jump or step back with control, whichever one you choose. Try to control the movement with your muscle. High plank. Let's have a look at this one and how the glutes can help us. Squeeze the glutes here. See what happens when you disactivate or deactivate the glutes or when you squeeze them, the difference. What happens to me is my core starts to work. See if you can feel that. Deactivate glutes, activate glutes. Let's try to come down in chaturanga with glutes activated. Option is always with knees on the floor. Come forward and down, keep the glutes squeezing. Inhale, come into up dog. This time the glutes are squeezing, maybe the thighs lift up because of the activation. Tuck toes, push up and back. Now facing dog, walking up the feet. Looking between the hands, step or jump forward. If you're jumping forward, everything is activated in the pelvic floor area. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Breath in, slowly roll up. Exhale, gently roll down. Breath in, we rise. Breath out, hands to floor, jump back or step back, move through your flow. Always an option to take a one-legged chaturanga or chaturanga push-ups or both. Inhale to an upward facing dog. And exhale, we lean back in downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg rises up. Now flex the toes. We're going to do little pulses here. So we're just pulsing the heel towards the roof and activating the glute. It might help you here to bend the knee to feel more activation in that glute if you're not quite feeling it. Let's go for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lead nose. Inhale to rise. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep between the hands. Come to a low lunge. Get nice and settled here first. And gently rise up. So we're going to look at glute activation in the lunge. We're going to bend that left knee and come down deep, almost to the knees on the floor. So my knees under my glutes. I'm going to push into my heel on my right foot, hands go up, and as you exhale, pull your elbows in and feel the glute activate on the right side. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, pull the sky down. Inhale, lower. That knee comes straight down. Exhale, feel that right glute. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Again. Let's do another 3, 2. Last one. You ready? Inhale to lower. Exhale up. Hold where you are. We're going to come forward, hands up, and step forward with the knee towards our chest. Take it and exhale. Inhale back. Lower the knee. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, step back. Lower the leg. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Step back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, step forward. Woo. Step back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, forward. Last one. Try to get as much control. It's a little bit awkward, but see if you can get that balance and also strength. Come back to your lunge. Hold here. And exhale, warrior 2. So in our warrior 2, we're going to activate a lot through our front quad. Go deeper into that front knee and try to roll the hips open. So we're pushing down through the outside blade of our left foot, gazing towards the front middle finger. Come a little deeper into that front quad. Lift the toes on the right foot. Exhale, hands come around into eagle arms. Right arm under. Maybe just relax the forehead into the arms. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, hands together. And turn the feet so they're facing the side of the mat. Walk your feet a little closer together. And then the feet go slightly out towards the edges of the mat as we come into goddess. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, knees go out, same direction as the feet. And hands come to heart. Tilt the tailbone, come a little deeper. So the deeper you come here, the more you're going to be getting an opening through the hips. Now, if you need more of a challenge, you come up onto one toe, lower it down, lower the heel. Inhale, and then the other side, and lower it down. If you still need a challenge, I have to come a little closer with my feet for this one. I'm going to bring both my heels up. Take a breath in. Exhale. Maybe lower a little more. Challenge or pulses. So there's options for everyone. Stay at your level and play. Maybe fall over. One more, and exhale, lower the heels. Keep your legs where they are. Place your hands on your thighs, and exhale, push more to your left and lean over towards your right to traction through the back and the hips. Inhale to center. Exhale the other way, so the right shoulder goes towards the left knee. Relax on your head. Inhale to center. So just move your feet just wider than your hips. We're coming into some little squats for glute activation. So hands to heart. I'll do it from the side so you can see me. We're going to come down quite deep into our squat. And we're going into our heels. So our toes almost lift from the floor. Inhale, exhale, we rise up and squeeze the glutes forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Really squeeze at the top. And we've got 2 more like this. So we're squeezing and pushing the hips forward. Exhale. Inhale, come down to a nice low one. And we're just going to do 5 pulses. Ooh, 3, 2. I'm not very good at counting. 1. Gently, slowly start to rise up. Hands up through heart center over the head. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor. Option to step or to jump back into your flat plank. Again, lower the knees, one-legged chaturanga. Come into your flow. Or normal chaturanga, it's fine. And exhale, we meet back and downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs here. So this is a great opportunity to relax the glutes and give a nice stretch to the whole posterior chain. Inhale, come up onto tippy toes, and exhale, really feel through the backs of the heels towards the floor. Relax neck and head, look towards belly. Inhale, left leg rises. Now from here, little pulses straight up. Again, if you're not feeling the glute, bend the knee, and you'll feel it this way. Push the heel towards the roof. You'll feel a real activation through that left glute. Little pulses. Try not to come into a back bend. Keep the back straight. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to rise. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold for a moment. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep forward between the hands. Get nice and low. Oh, this is where the booty starts. Get nice and low into the lunge and slowly rise up. Lunges on the right. Bending the knee. So we want the knee to come straight down towards the floor. We don't want to be doing any of these types of lunges, which is more of a hip opener. You want to work the glutes. So right knee comes straight down towards the floor. Hands up. Exhale, rise. And we push through the heel on the left foot and pull it back to activate glute. Inhale, lower. Exhale. We're going to go for another 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, next, inhale, hands up, and exhale, step forward, bringing the knee in towards the chest. You're really going to have to pull everything together and control the movement. Inhale to step back, exhale, lower, inhale, rise, exhale, bring in, take it back, inhale, exhale. Let's do another 8, you ready? No, 4. Let's do 4. I'm getting too excited. And back. 3, 2. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Keep at it, don't stop. Last one. Come back to your lunge. And exhale, warrior 2. This should feel like a nice break. Different muscles. Stay deep in front knee. Activate the toes on the front foot, so lift towards the quad. Gaze towards front middle finger. Heart rate should be rising after those pulses. Relax the shoulders down. Take a breath. Exhale, left arm under, right arm over. Coming into eagle arms, warrior 2. Maybe resting your forehead on the arms here if that feels good. Stay deep in that front knee. Exhale, come back through warrior 2. Hands to heart, straighten both legs. Turn the feet out towards the sides of the room. A little closer together to prepare for goddess. And then exhale, coming deep into the thighs. Knees should be going the same direction as the toes. Till tailbone lift through chest, come lower. Now, little balance check. If you want to take it further, come up onto one toe, then lower the heel, come up onto the other. For me, I have to bring my feet a little closer together to come up onto both toes. Maybe you come up onto both toes. Maybe you fall over, that's okay. Maybe you can even do little pulses. Do 3, 2, 1, and then lower the heels. Hands come onto the thighs, take a little break. Breath in. Exhale, left shoulder comes towards right knee as we traction through the hip and the back. Inhale to center and exhale, right elbow comes towards left knee as you push towards that right quad. Tractioning through back and hip. Inhale to center, the last little booty ground, we're going to walk the feet in and do little pulses. So come deep into a squat first, take a breath in. Exhale to come up and push your hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Inhale down, exhale. We have another 3. Inhale down as low as you can. Inhale, rise. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Last few. One more. Inhale down. Exhale, up. Now come as deep as you can, little pulses. Ross has given up. Doesn't like to do so. Come a little lower. And exhale, walk the feet together and fold over the legs. Maybe grab the elbows, come to ragdoll. You can gently just rock from side to side. So there's a method to my madness of what I'm doing here. I'm activating glutes before we get into our back bends. Hands to the floor and step back into your high plank. Taking your option here, coming forward and down in any variation that feels good for you. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, close the eyes, check in. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, sweep between the hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Now we're coming into warrior three with hands to the heart. Take a breath in and exhale, warrior three. The slight difference here is we're doing a few little movements where we're going to inhale, bring the feet together, but off the floor with balance, and exhale to tilt forward, using the glute on the left leg to raise up. We have another 4 of these. Inhale slowly to center, balance and strength. Exhale to rise up. Inhale so the spine stays straight, it doesn't curve, it's all in the legs, it's all in the hips, it's tilting forward, the back is straight, using the glute to pull the leg up. Inhale back to center. I think we have one more. I'm sure you won't mind if I get it wrong. And inhale back to center. One more, foot up, and come into standing leg split. Now this one's an interesting one. So the glute is what is responsible for pulling that left leg up. So from here, activate the glutes and see how far you can pull it away from the tension in your other side of the leg. Exhale, bring the knee down towards the mat, bend forward. Inhale, one more, rise up, folding forward over the leg. Exhale, bring the knee down. Inhale, standing leg split. One more. Exhale, bring the knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step the feet together. A little shimmy out of the glutes and the legs. Slowly rise up to standing. With the right side, coming into tree. So with tree, you can go to your ankle, calf, or the upper leg, whatever feels good for you and comfortable. So you can stay here and focus on your tree. Maybe you can grow some branches. If you want to take it a little further, you can come into half lotus. So if in half lotus, you want to feel a hip opener, the more the knee comes down towards the floor, the more you'll feel an opening through the hip. Hands to heart, and hold the balance through the focus on the drishti, which is a point of focus that isn't moving. And maybe you want to take it a little further. Maybe you can start to fold forward over the feet, have a micro bend in the standing leg. Maybe your hands come to the floor. You can stay here and focus on folding forward even more to get a really great opening through the backs of the legs. Or if you want to try extra balance, you can come down onto the tippy toes of the left foot and come into toe stand or have a go at it. Toe stand is quite a challenge, so it doesn't matter if you don't get it. Some days are better than others. Just have a go, and if you fall out, just come back into the version before you were doing. To come out of toe stand, hands are on the floor. Use it to control the weight, so take the weight as you come straighten that leg. Slowly come back up to tree and lower the leg. Hands come up over the head and exhale, fold down. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hands to floor and step or jump back and move through your flow. On your last exhale, I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. Relaxing neck and head, creating space between the teeth. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, sweep between the hands. Inhale, rise into crescent lunge. So we're doing those little pendulum swings again with control. Take a breath in and exhale as we come into warrior three variation with hands to the heart. Inhale, we slowly come to center with control. The foot is not touching the floor. Exhale back. So we have another 4 of these to go. When you get to the top, engage that right glute. Don't just hang out there. Inhale to center. Exhale back. 3 more. Inhale to center. We'll start to burn. Exhale back. You've got 1 more after this one. Exhale back. Inhale center. And you have bonus rounds. We're going to standing leg split now. And then standing leg split. So use that right glute to lift the heel of the right leg towards the roof. Folding neck and head forward over the left leg. Relaxing the neck and head by maybe shaking the head a little. Take a breath in. Bend the knee. Exhale, bring the knee down to the floor. Inhale to rise up, activating through that heel, flexing the toe on the top. Exhale, bring the knee down. Inhale up, we've got 2 more. Exhale, knee down. Inhale up. Exhale, knee down. Inhale up. And then exhale, step the feet together. Ragdoll, grabbing the elbows and rocking gently from side to side. Gently releasing the hands, rolling up through the legs. Coming to standing and tree on the other side. So the left. Options on the ankle, on the calf, or you can get your hand and bring it into your upper leg. And hands to center. Hands to center. Got really posh then. Relax shoulders back and down. Release any tension through the shoulders and through the face. Option here, if you want to take it, is you can come into your half lotus. And that might be quite a lot for you today. You can stay there. If you feel like you can go a little more, you can tilt from the hips, bring your hands out in front of your face so you feel nice and secure, and fold over the legs. To take these deeper, you just fold your head closer towards your standing shin. Have a little bend in that standing leg to protect the knee and also the hamstring. If you want to try toe stand, take the weight in your hands, bend the right knee, coming onto the tippy toe of that right foot. Now when you start to feel like you're a little balanced, you can start to play with bringing your hands up. I like to actually rest my right glute on my right heel. It's a little trick if you can get it there, because it just feels more stable because you're not going to fall backwards. To come out, hands on the floor, take your weight, lean forward, straighten the standing leg. We'll come back to meet the others that stayed up here. And all together we'll lower our tree variation, whatever we took. We come to the tops of our mats. Reach the hands up, breath in. Hands to floor, breath out. Inhale, flat back. Hands to floor, step or jump back into high plank. Breath out, lower to floor, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing the knees gently between the hands, and we'll move into abs. I need my timer here, so I'm going to grab it now. We're going to come into 2 important movements which really ensure core strength, which is also super important for our back bends that we're doing today. So we've done the glutes, now we're doing the core. Coming into dish, we're going to hold it for a minute. If it's too much for you, just maybe put your own timer on and see how long you can last and see if you can improve it over the month. So, dish, the lower back must stay on the floor, and we're just going to come up, raising the chest and the shoulders up with the feet. You ready? All right, in position. Pushing lower back into floor. Ross is taking his time. Yes. And coming up. Now, if your lower back starts to rise up, it means that you're not quite strong enough yet. So maybe you could practice lowering the feet a little, bringing the hands behind the head. Or if your lower back rises too much, just come out of the pose and do little shorter sections. Right, on 25 seconds. Keep those glutes engaged too. If they're not engaged, it also won't make you as strong altogether. Also squeeze my legs together and point my toes. Again, if the neck starts to hurt, just bring your hands behind the head. Got 20 seconds left. This is when it starts to bite. You had 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, pray, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Oh. Roll onto your belly, upward facing dog. Just to stretch out all of the ab work there. Let them hand and neck just be neutral. Coming into plank pose. We're going to hold plank for a minute, but it's not your normal plank. It's harder. I'll show you why. It's an extra angry cat plank. So when we come into our normal plank, by the way, if your wrists hurt, you can do plank on your elbows. It's the same, okay? So, or on your knees if you're a beginner. All right, come into plank in a minute. So this is normal plank where people hang out. What I would like you to do is bring your chest over your hands and protract a lot through the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes and bring the hips down to activate core. This is where we need to hang out. This is a strong bridge that's going to build strength. It doesn't look as sexy as some of the other bridges, but you really need to feel the core working. And if you don't, you're not in the right place. Often your glutes are too high, so bring them down. Similarly, oppositely, I should say, if the glutes are down here, I'm going to feel my lower back. So you don't want to feel your back, you want to feel these babies, your abs. Retract more through shoulders, look towards the floor. I've been talking so much, I'm going to have 15 seconds left. If this is easy for you, just raise one leg up and the other. I will play doing that. We have 5 seconds left. And you are done. Lower the knees, come into a child pose if you want to take a breath here. Let's all just take a sneaky child's pose together and take a few breaths. And every exhale, just feel yourself sinking a little more, relaxing a little more. And gently pushing up onto your hands, coming back into downward facing dog. The right leg rises up, inhale. Exhale, sweep between the hands, coming into, or sweep towards the hands to come into half pigeon. If you do have a block at home and you use a block here, you're welcome to do so. If you tend to roll onto your right glute, then you can use a block. Or you can actually bend that back knee if that happens to you, and it's still a really nice stretch. It's just not as deep and takes some of the pressure off. Otherwise, if you're in the full expression, that back leg is nice and straight. You can check that by looking behind you and walking your right leg a little further, your left leg a little further back. And you begin to making a pillow with your hands. Starting to lower down. If you don't come the full way, you can use blocks or pillows or anything you have at home to make you feel more comfortable. When you first start out, this is quite tough, so don't be too hard on yourself. Just using your breath here to reconnect yourself with your breathing. Maybe you can feel your ribs and your belly inhale and exhale into your leg or into the floor, and maybe against your toes. And take your mind's eye to that place. Really focusing on all the sensation around the breath. Gently you're starting to rise up onto your hands. And moving back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs. Left leg rises and down. Exhale, sweep between the hands, prepare for pigeon on the left. So, bringing your knee towards your left elbow, checking your right leg, making sure it's straight, not twisted. Taking blocks of pillows to prepare yourself for your variation, and folding forward and down. So we're focusing on stretching through all the glute muscles here. The gluteus maximus has had a lot of work. What's really great is once we get through the gluteus maximus, we get into the piriformis, which is one of the hip flexors, which is the goal muscle in pigeon. So the more you exhale and relax, the more you get through those thick layers of muscle to get deep into the hip, into that piriformis. Trying to release any muscles that are holding on around the knees. Allowing gravity to pull you a little deeper. Gently, when you're ready, slowly help yourself up. Come back into your downward facing dog and pedal out the legs. Give the head a little bit of a nod, yes, and a shake no to release the neck. Looking between the hands, gently bringing the knees between the hands and coming up to sit on your feet. So coming to back bends now. Let's start in our high plank. So pushing up through our angry cat again, come forward and down, and then lower yourself all the way to the floor with control. So coming into our locust pose, we're going to do it a little differently today. So the way I like to focus on it is the left leg. I want you to bring your hands down so the palms are facing the floor, and then bring your left hand onto your left glute. Then I want you to push your hips into the floor, squeeze your glutes, and raise your left leg up. So just raising the leg up. Neck is neutral. And just feel if that glute is activating. See what that feels like. And exhale, let it drop. I want you to poke the glute when it's actually deactivated, so you know something's actually going on. So right leg, so push your hips into the floor, squeeze the glutes, raise your right leg up, and feel that glute, see if it's working. Maybe you notice that one side is stronger than the other. Just pay attention to that and lower it down. Now we're coming up to normal locust, but I want you to squeeze those glutes in that same way. Take a breath in to prepare, and exhale to rise up. So we lift, we open the shoulders, hands towards the floor, and then we squeeze the glutes to lift our legs. So the more we have strong glutes, the higher our legs are going to get. Open the chest, neutral neck, hold for 3, for 2, for 1, lower down, left cheek to the floor, gaze towards the right. Inhale to center. We'll do the same before we go into bow. So we'll start on the left. So bend the left knee, flex the foot. I want you to poke the deactivated glute, and then I want you to lift your heel towards the roof while pushing both your hip bones into the floor and feel if it's gone hard. I want to see if these booties are working. And exhale to come down. Let's do the other side. The left foot, flex it towards your shin, and then exhale, we lift. Okay, see if it's working. Maybe you found one side easier than the other to lift up. Just pay attention to that. And exhale down. Right cheek towards the floor. Take a break for a moment. Gently move your hips from side to side. Back to center. Coming into our bow. So we're going to help ourselves into a back bend and deepen our back bend through using our arms. But we still want to use strength. Flex the feet. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift. So we squeeze our glutes and also squeeze our knees in so they don't go out too wide. Maybe the toes even start to come together, big toes at the back. This will help you to avoid your knees coming out too wide. The more we squeeze our glutes, the more our knees want to come out. So you have to control it. And exhale to slowly lower down. Left cheek to floor, gaze to right. Maybe bend the knees and let's bring out the legs from side to side to traction at the back. Inhale, hands come to the sides, the arms push up into upward facing dog. And exhale onto your knees. Coming into camel pose. This is a very deep back bend, so if you do have a tweaky back, I recommend you come into half camel. What that is you have one leg out, and you come back halfway, you keep your chin towards your chest, then you swap sides, okay? I'm going to give everyone else 2 versions of camel. Tuck your toes so your heels are up, makes it less far to go back. Bring your thumbs onto your sacrum, wrap your fingers around your hips, elbows back. Squeeze the booty, hips come forward. Now from here, chin to chest, and just gently roll back. So we're pushing the hips forward and keeping the chin to chest, keeping that back bend, but really nice and supported. Inhale, come back up. So if you did before a one-sided camel, you're going to swap to the other side. Everyone else, we go into a deeper camel. Hands again, thumbs to sacrum, fingers around the hips, elbows back, squeeze the glutes, come back. Options are stay here or bring the hands to the heels. If you're here and you want to lower the head and it feels good, you can do that. Deepen this, you can lower your feet, your tops of the feet onto the floor. Still going to keep trying to push your hips forward towards the front of the mat. Come out of the pose, bring your hands on your lower back first, slowly come up and gently, your chin comes towards your chest, come down to the ground, rolling your mat out. Coming into one of our final back bends of today, which is reclined hero pose. So with reclined hero, you want your knees to be together, feet out to the side, and just move your calf muscles out of the way so you can sit down between your feet. If this is not happening for you, that's absolutely fine. Just do one leg at a time, okay? So you have one leg out. This is called one-legged reclined hero. So that's your option. So it doesn't matter. It will give everyone, I'm going to give people a full reclined hero 6 breaths. So you take 3 breaths on each side if you're doing one-sided. Once you're here, bring your hands on the tops of your feet and just slowly come back and open your chest and see how that feels. If that feels okay, maybe you lower your elbows down. If you're here, you can play with letting your head fall back. Now this is absolutely fine to stay here. If you want to take it further, you can straighten the arms. Bring your back onto the floor. Maybe elbows come up overhead as you use your hands to grab each elbow. Closing your eyes. If you're doing your one-sided back bend, you may want to swap sides now. And if anyone wants to come out of this reclined hero at any point, please feel free. It's a very deep back bend. And just come into a happy baby or supine twist after this if it's too much. To come out, bring your hands onto the backs of your feet, bend your elbows, look towards your belly, walk your elbows back, and then slowly push yourself up. Coming out and sitting down onto either glute cheek, feet onto the floor, and slowly lower to the ground. You have a couple of options here. If you want to keep going with your back bends, you have an option for wheel. If that's way too much, come into a supine twist, which is bringing one knee into the chest and then exhale over to one side. If you're going to come into wheel, I'd recommend doing this little supine twist anyway, just to reel in the back a little bit after some compression. Those of you staying in supine twist, stay as you are. If you want to come into a back bend, hands come behind you, fingers facing towards your body, and take a breath in. And exhale, pushing up into your wheel. Keeping the heels on the ground and activating the glutes is going to deepen your back bend. Glute activation is a hip extension, which is a back bend. It's going to deepen the back bend. Come out and wheel, look towards your chest and bend your elbows and slowly come down. Those of you in wheel, take a supine twist. And in a moment, we'll take a happy baby all together. So all of us leaning back together now in our happy baby, pushing that lower back to the floor. And the more that you pull your feet towards your armpits and you push your feet towards your hands, the more you're going to push your lower back into the floor. And that's what we're looking for here, decompression of the lower back, and realignment of the spine. Then bringing your feet onto the floor, and rolling onto your front. Coming into fallen angel, bringing the right hand out to the side. Want your elbow and your shoulder in one line, and then the hand bent. Coming up onto the tippy fingers of the left hand, and then bringing the left foot over the top of the body, and over the top to the side. Coming into your fallen angel. If you can't feel this in your shoulder, have a look and just move your elbow more in line with your shoulder until you feel it there. That left foot can be resting flat on the floor if you're very bendy, or maybe just pointing the toes, or maybe straighten the leg if it's a little much. If it feels nice, you can use your left hand to come up onto cupcake fingers and elbows towards the roof to help you feel supported in the stretch. Otherwise, having the left arm relaxed is fine. Closing the eyes and breathing. Gently coming out, rolling onto your belly, coming back to center. And then the other side, similarly set up. The left elbow is in line with the left shoulder. The left hand is spread wide. The right hand comes into cupcake onto the floor. And then bringing the right leg over the top of the body. Again, if you don't feel it in your shoulder, just adjust. So right now I need to move my left hand further forward towards the top of my mat, and then I start to feel the shoulder stretch. Or you can come deeper into the twist, so roll that right foot more onto the floor and towards the roof to open. This is a nice final twist and also a beautiful shoulder opener. Just taking time to breathe, find softness here. To come out of the pose, right knee comes up and over, coming back to center, maybe hands underneath the chest, and then rolling onto your back. Finding your final resting pose or shavasana. Maybe if you want some extra hip openers, you can have your feet together and knees apart, or resting in any pose that feels comfortable for you. If the lower back still feels sensitive, you're welcome to take a few more happy babies or supine twists until you feel totally relaxed. Take a collective breath into your breath. And exhale, slide out. And now staying with the breath, staying with that connection for the next few minutes. You're welcome to stay as you are. Stay in your shavasana as long as you wish. If you wish to come out with us, gently make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Even small circles with the wrists and the fingers. Your next inhale, reaching hands up overhead and stretching from tips of fingers to tips of toes. And exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a big hug. Pulling your knees into your chest, and maybe it feels nice to make little circles with the knees and massage the sacrum. Breath out, gently rolling to one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow. Keeping eyes closed and knees in towards chest. When you feel ready, using your hands to help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to recollect after that class. And the quote I'd like to end the class with today is that we can't control what happens to us in our lives, but what we can control is how we respond to that. And what yoga really gives me, and I hope that you can start to experience this too, is the space between that stimulus and the reaction. Because the most powerful thing that we can do is realize that we do have control over the things that happen in our life, and we do have responsibility for everything that happens in our life. Not so much for what actually happens, but for how we respond to what happens. That is our choice. And that's what you have power over. Maybe this is something that resonates with you today, maybe not. I hope there's something you can take from it. Namaste, which means the light within me honors the light within you. Have a lovely evening and thank you for joining the class. I hope that you got a great workout and some beautiful back bends. You should feel nice and rejuvenated for your evening. And I will see you on Saturday, 9:30.